It's coffee break. I know this one's a little late. Whatever.
But this one, we had a reason for it.
Well, my original reason was for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer dropped. Okay, we're gonna start off right with Grand Theft Auto. Did you see the trailer?
I did.
What do you think?
I haven't played any of the Grand Theft Auto games.
What?
What do you mean, what?
You never played any of them?
No, I played Red Dead Redemption. I didn't playing Red Dead Redemption, but without the like Western setting did not seem fun for me. I watched plenty of other people playing it, especially 5. It was huge back in the day.
5 was massive.
So
That was 10 years ago
I know.
of this year.
It was crazy.
So 6 dropped. It was supposed to drop Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Tuesday in which we're recording this. But a very bad leak one showed up. So Rockstar was like, screw it, we'll just drop it now.
I wonder how the leak got out.
Some say it's the employees.
Maybe the employees are sick of get the game out already. We want people to see it.
Well, I thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go back to Vice City, and with all the new, how much games have come along.
Since it's been a decade, a ton.
Yes, and from the trailer, it looked like the people still looked weird in that Rockstar game way.
I don't know.
But some of them sometimes looked very real.
I kept seeing, before I watched the trailer, I was seeing pictures being posted, and I kept thinking they were real people. And I was like, whoa, this is GTA?
We have a new character,
Yeah.
Latina,
Yeah.
Lucia.
Which, wasn't this the rumor, years ago?
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was true.
Woohoo! I'm excited. Is this going to be the only playable character? Because, 5, we had our 3 different characters we can play as.
Which was very unique for the franchise.
Yeah.
So, okay. It came out, and that image that they showed, the teaser image, other companies started copying that.
Already?
Doing the same coloration and font.
Wow. I mean, I guess that's technically not copyright infringement.
Yeah, but I was just like, why?
Because companies suck. They just jump on trends. I saw a TikTok earlier today, actually, that was talking about how fonts aren't copyright.
Yeah. Some are.
Well,
Goosebumps.
I think that's maybe. But, usually with logo fonts, they're not copyrighted. And it was some sports thing called, Titles or something like that. And they're like, you could take that and use the same font, but just change it, and you could still do that. And someone changed it to titties.
Wow. Okay. So I thought it was really weird how many copycat images there were of the teaser for other companies to be like, we have teasers too.
Yeah, here's our thing. Some seltzers or whatever.
Before the trailer came out, I knew it was 1 minute and 31 seconds. And at the point of writing it, which was around noon Monday, there was over 40,000 people in line to watch it.
I think I know it has already become the most viewed thing on YouTube.
Yep.
I saw 88 million floating around, but I think it's way beyond that by this point.
Yeah, because when I saw it last night, it was at 72,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, geez.
People were really waiting for it, I guess.
So, everything looks cool. It looks like Grand Theft Auto. All the shenanigans. Lots of alligator.
Yeah.
There's a lot of alligator in there.
A whole lot of Florida.
Well, yeah, but you're in Miami.
True. I mean, you might be running around. You might go different places. Hop on a train or something.
You have a car.
I said train, and I immediately regret that one. There's so many other, much more viable. Probably ordering an Uber is more likely in this game.
Yeah. I wonder how it's going to work with the prostitution aspect of this game.
Yeah, I mean, teaser really is the best word for it, because we don't really see anything.
Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. We just saw that it was Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
It was the ending of the trailer, where you're expecting that release date.
Yep.
And, 2025?
Gotta stretch it out to 11 years.
So we began this by saying it's been 10 years since 5.
Yep.
It will be 12 years since 5.
Oh, dang. And that's assuming, like, even if it's early 2025, which we know it won't be.
The release window... Okay, Rockstar Games had a, like, press conference... Not a press conference, but a board of directors kind of thing.
Okay.
Where they're telling the investors, hey... Shareholders meeting, sorry. That's the name of that.
Okay.
They're like, hey, for, like, the third and fourth quarter, something like that. It was between late 2024 and early 2025. They're expecting a giant chunk cash flow. Giant chunk of cash flow, right? And everyone was like, well, seems like that's when they would drop Grand Theft Auto, because what else do they have right now?
Yeah.
Apparently they are working on Red Dead Redemption 3.
Yeah, but we're still
But
looking at
the way this is going, don't even bother.
I bet early 2025 is gonna be like March or something. April.
Yeah. That's gonna be, God, it's so far away. And then they also said at the end of it, not only that it's 2 years out, but that it's only for Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
So all the PC gamers, the master race, just got screwed over.
I'm sure it'll eventually get to PC. It won't take long for it to hit PC.
Yeah, but that's pretty funny.
I did see someone's tweet, and it was, oh no, it's not going to be on the DS?
I wonder if they'll make a Switch port.
I highly doubt it. Are any of the GTA games on a Nintendo console? Have they ever had?
I think there's some of them on the Switch, right?
I know Red Dead is.
So why wouldn't GTA be there?
I don't know. You don't... Well... I was going to say you don't hire prostitutes in Red Dead.
Yeah, you do.
And then I was like, well, that's not entirely true.
So all my excitement for this game kind of fell out the window when I saw 2025. That's where I just went, oh, really?
You have to go through everything you did in the last year. You have to do again before you start to see GTA 6 on the horizon.
Yeah, 6. Like, some people are already clamoring for GTA 7, and it's like, stop.
I know. It's like when Pokemon announces, like, new starters. Like, when they announced the Paldea ones, everyone's like, what about the next generation? It's like, we haven't even gotten this one yet. Calm down.
So, yeah, that was really cool. And I thought it was going to be a much bigger thing, to be honest. And because of how far out and how early they announced this. Because everyone knew it was there.
Yeah. Like, we've been waiting.
How much of that footage that we saw is actually going to make it into the final product?
That's another thing. And guess we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just wait till, what is it, next one? E3? E3-ish times.
Yeah, I guess that would be when they would show it off.
Show off some more stuff.
Yeah, somewhere right there in the summer.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'll just have to keep waiting. Probably just get Red Dead Redemption 2 again. House of the Dragon Season 2 trailer dropped?
Yes, I purposefully didn't watch this one.
Oh.
Not because I'm, like, trying to avoid spoilers or anything. Well, I guess. Because it's like, I know I'm going to watch it, so I don't need to bother.
Well, it's about this family that's divided, and they're going to war each other.
What? I never would have guessed.
No, it looks good. It looks like they're picking up right where we left off.
I wonder how many seasons this one's going to have.
Oh, they said 4 or 5.
Okay.
I think you can do it.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing I liked the most about the first season was when she was younger. And so they have to do a whole lot to really get me on board with, we're not going to see younger versions of them in this season, I assume.
Yeah, because they got older.
Yes. So
This season's also shorter than the first one
What?
by a couple episodes.
By a couple episodes? How
Like
many?
2 or 3.
What? Is it too does too much happen? Was it too expensive?
They said they had already written it out, and they were like, we don't need the extra episodes. We know exactly what we're going for.
Okay. Nice. Cut
So-
out some fluff and filler.
Yeah, it's just going to be fighting and killing and dragons.
Nice. That's all I want.
Yep.
Anything I could ask for.
That comes out next summer.
Nice.
Zack Snyder. Okay. I don't know why he did this interview, but somebody asked him, will you come back to DC? Like, what's it going to take for you to come back to DC? To direct another DC movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, he had such a horrible time the first time.
Yeah.
Like, things that he will never be able to forget or move on past.
The fact that everyone
Personal
was
tragedies.
clamoring for the Snyder Cut, and he still had to fight tooth and nail to actually deliver it.
Yeah. He said he would only come back if he can direct The Dark Knight Returns, a faithful adaptation of the comic. Here's my problem. Zach? Zach?
Yes.
Zachariah?
Zachary.
Zachadote?
Mr. Snyder.
Mr. Pretzel Boy? Didn't you do a Batman movie based on The Dark Knight Returns?
Like, weren't you in charge of that?
Didn't you do that?
Wasn't it all your decisions?
I'm just so confused when what? No.
It's like, I
He
don't...
must be trolling us. He's got to be trolling us.
Maybe. Like, I can't imagine corporate meddled too much to be like, no, make an unfaithful adaptation of The Dark Knight. Maybe he's just like, I miss the Dark Knight days. Those were good days. I would
Maybe.
do it again.
I think he just wants to rip the Superman stuff out.
Oh, this is a bit of a tangent. But you know how like the rumor mill keeps saying that the Marvel thinks they're gonna be bringing back the old guys, bring back the Avengers and stuff.
Yep.
I saw a clip of Robert Downey Jr. talking to, oh no, what's his name? Mark Ruffalo. They look old.
Yeah.
They look super old. I'm like, I don't think we can bring them back anymore.
I think they were talking about like Steve Rogers and Scarlett Johansson. I think that's who they were really talking about.
The two that are definitely for sure he's dead.
Yeah, well, yeah. We already know Robert Downey Jr. is not coming back.
Yeah.
The Disney said that, and he said
I
that.
think he's like reset it again recently.
Yeah, he's done. He doesn't want to do it, and it doesn't make sense to bring him back.
No.
You would ruin everything he did right there.
But Marvel's really good at ruining things.
The only reason to bring back, well, the only way I think you can bring back Iron Man is a different actor playing a different version of him.
Yeah.
So, back to the rumor mill. There's rumors that Superior's Iron Man is going to be in Secret Wars
Yeah.
or Kang Dynasty, which I was like, I've heard this one before.
I
This
think
was during Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
it makes you stop and think, because like maybe it's just
One person really,
wishful thinking.
really just wanting that one character, and it's like, you're not gonna get him.
It's like how every time it's like a Batman thing is gonna be happening, and I'm like, is it gonna be Kelly as Robin? Is Solomon Grundy gonna be in it? Number one Kelly and Solomon Grundy fan. Woo!
You might see Solomon one day.
Yeah, right. The last time I saw Solomon Grundy, someone was tweeting about how Superman killed him by flying through him one time. And I was very sad.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, but that's one way to kill something.
It sure is.
So, more into Zack Snyder's interview. They're like, you want to work for Marvel? And he's like, God, no.
I can't imagine anyone wants to... Who wants to do the superhero thing anymore? Marvel's taken the fun out of it.
Yes. And then they're like, you want to do a Star Wars movie?
Oh, God.
And he was like, no. And I was like, how dumb do you have to be as a interviewee
Yeah.
to ask him if he wants to work for Star Wars. What?
Do you want to
Do
be?
you not know what? These interviews, by the way, are because his new movie Rebel Moon's coming up.
Oh. Would you like to work for Star Wars? Yeah, I did. And he said no. That's why I made my version.
Yeah. Rebel Moon was supposed to be a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Why would you? Oh my god. I was just laughing. Now, so he did say something really interesting. Going back to the days of 300.
Wow. I forget that's him.
How? That is so iconic of him.
I don't know, because it has so much of a style that I don't associate it with him.
That is his style.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nah. I disagree.
Well, it's his style.
I'm gonna say if you put 300 next to Justice League Snyder Cut, I'm gonna say they look pretty different.
I don't know.
I guess there's a lot of unnecessary slow-mo in 300. Is that his style?
Yes.
Why was this
CGI
all in slow motion?
CGI back sets with bizarre lights that kind of like... It's almost always like magic hour.
Yes. Like, there's too much, like, highlight on everything. And it's all, like, glowing. Like, pure white. Like, everything is made in a PlayStation 2 game.
Yep. So, apparently, there is a sequel to 300 that he did not do. He didn't work on.
What's it called? Is this 600?
Rise of an Empire. It's a prequel. I don't know if I said that. I feel like I said sequel.
You did.
Okay, it is a prequel sequel, but prequel.
Okay. Cool. Is it...
I never watched it.
Eh.
The fact that he wasn't attached to it, I was like, no.
Yeah, there's some of them that I'm like, I don't want to watch American Psycho 2, and I don't want to watch Donnie Darko 2.
It's not, It's not Donnie Darko 2.
What's it called?
It's S. Darko?
Oh, yeah, because it's his sister.
Samantha.
One of them. The younger one.
Yeah, so he did write a screenplay with somebody else for an actual sequel to 300. And this is where I always thought if there was a sequel to 300, it would go here. And I guess he already thought of that. Okay. He got the rights to it back. And apparently when he originally wrote it during the days of 300, right? He gave it to Warner Brothers and they were like, this is awesome. We got to make this. And then he was working for the Justice League thing. And
then they
it
sat
all
on it.
crumbled together.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing they didn't do anything. They would probably just make the movie and then get rid of it for a tax write-off.
So he acquired the rights back to his script, right?
Woo.
It's called Blood and Ashes. And it is about Alexander the Great
Cool.
and his second in command.
Wait, this is just the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
This is your Roman Empire.
Yep. Who thinks about the Roman Empire on a daily basis? I do.
You said this is where I always thought the story should go, and I'm like, that's weird that you have that in your like collective conscious. That you think you know where you would want the continuation of 300 to be, and then here we are.
And this is not the Roman Empire, but it is the beginning of it. Where Alexander did go off and exact revenge on Xerxes' children. Because this happens like years after Leonidas, the Battle of Thermopylae, and Xerxes' like 7-nation army into Greece.
Yeah.
Where Alexander has decided, he grew up listening to stories of Leonidas, and his father was assassinated by Persians. He kind of develops this major hate for them, and he's the Great for a reason. He's just brutal in battle. But here's the thing, it's about him and his second commander, right?
Okay.
It was described as very homoerotic.
Dope.
And incredibly violent.
That makes so much sense.
I know.
In my mind.
Because they were very,
open, accepting,
yeah.
chill.
Yeah, no, they would actually, soldiers would have sex with each other, and that was, not frowned upon. It was actually like you should do that so that you would have more compassion for your
Also, you're focusing more. You're not sitting there in the middle of a battle and like, I'm horny.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Sure.
It was supposed to build bonds between them.
Okay.
And that just sounds so cool to me.
I can't imagine doing that story without doing it that way. That sounds like the perfect way of doing it.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope they do it. I'll see you again in 2025.
Nice. Okay, spoilers on Deadpool. Deadpool 3. Kind of hard to avoid these now that production's begun again, right? But we got an image of Wolverine fighting somebody.
Yes.
There's a few things going on in this picture. And then there's another picture of Deadpool holding that somebody's head.
Yes.
There is no blood because obviously it's all prosthetics. They'll add the blood in post.
Yeah, it'll be like buckets. Tons.
So, if you look closely at the person Wolverine's attacking, it's clearly Sabretooth.
Yeah.
You can see the hair. Oh, Sabretooth from X-Men. Not X-Men Origins.
Yes.
Where they did not look the same.
They did not.
This Sabretooth was way more rugged.
One of the many reasons I don't like X-Men Origins.
Because it doesn't match it?
I just don't. I don't, man. I don't like any of it.
And then people have reported seeing a guy dressed like Toad on set.
Cool.
So
they gotta say the line. They have to say the line.
It's been pretty much confirmed now that Jennifer...
Lawrence?
No, what the fuck?
What? She played Mystique at one
Those
point.
X-Men are not showing up.
Cool. The other one.
It's only going to be the older actors playing them.
Perfect. Yes.
Oh my god.
You'll never...
I just watched a movie with her last night. So we're going to talk about it. Ben Affleck's ex-wife.
Jen... I don't remember.
She's coming back as Elektra.
Cool. Yeah. While we're on X-Men, I have a thing that's X-Men related.
What?
Did you hear that the latest Marvel or X-Men comics, I guess it is Marvel, the latest X-Men comics have changed Nightcrawler's backstory?
Yeah, Azazel got cut out.
Yeah. And now his mom, well,
Yep.
now he has two moms. One of them is still Mystique, and then the other one was...
Destiny.
Is that her name?
That's what I read.
I thought her name was Sherlock Holmes's girlfriend. What's her name? Irene Adler. I might be wrong. She might be named after Irene Adler. I don't think it is Irene Adler.
Why would you... Okay.
Like, what? I didn't make it up. They did.
No, I don't... I think you're just adding names to a spot you don't need to.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what they said. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's what they said. But yeah. Woo! Cool!
Some people are upset about that.
Azazel is cool looking.
And they look exactly alike.
Well, no. He's red.
Oh.
Very different.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't see color.
I think it's because, like, what else can we explore with that for Nightcrawler? You know, let's jazz it up, have some new fun with the character.
It's true. It's comics, and the things I've learned by watching documentaries on comics is they keep coming back and rewriting the characters and adding new characters and changing things about characters.
Yeah.
So that, like, in some stories, Batman has a daughter who is Huntress.
Yeah.
And then there's just Huntress.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on which one you're reading and which one you want to go with.
That's why I don't really care much about the origins of superheroes, because I know that
There's like 7 different ones.
Yeah, they could change in an instant. That's kind of part of the fun.
Yeah, that's how you get the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the last thing to talk about in those photos for Deadpool 3. There is a third photo, which I think was made public really clearly. Like an official photo.
Okay.
And it's Wade without his mask on. And he's got a Dogpool with him.
Dogpool?
Yeah, it's a little tiny dog and it's just licking him.
Oh,
And he's just staring at the camera, pissed off.
Yes. Yes, please. Here's the thing. I would 100% expect Ryan Reynolds to fake some of these pictures. Just to, like, fuck with the internet.
I don't think the one where Wolverine is fighting Sabretooth is fake.
I don't think that one's fake. But
The quality is so bad.
I mean, I don't know.
But yet they captured the photo when he's in action. Because you can see he's like kind of off the ground a little bit. Mm-hmm. And he has his fist out. No blades, of course. In that photo, right? Bottom right-hand corner, there's a vehicle. You can see it clearly. Mm-hmm. It has a flame, like it's blue with flames on it.
Cool.
In the comics, I guess Johnny Storm had a vehicle with that type of painting on it, and Doom decided to steal it.
Cool.
Because Doom, where's my car? So there's been rumors the X-Men, I mean not X-Men, obviously they're there.
The X-Men's gonna be in an X-Men movie? What?
Yeah.
We're gonna do the Fantastic Four too?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Which also means we're gonna have Daredevil.
Might explain why this is the only movie coming out next year for Marvel. Because it's gonna be setting up quite a bit.
They know it's the big one, and
yeah.
Everyone's gonna go see it. Mm-hmm. I mean, why would you not go see it?
I'm just waiting for a trailer. Like an actual trailer.
Why? So I could say it comes out in 2020.
Nothing actually comes out next year. It's all 2025.
Oh, man. I can't believe they did that to us. Rockstar totally trolled me.
Yeah.
They trolled all of our fans. All their fans.
After waiting and waiting, you still gotta wait some more. Could be worse. Could be Elden Ring. Guess who's still waiting on Elden Ring?
Who's waiting on Elden Ring?
Me. Skyrim. We still don't have a new Skyrim Elden Ring story. What? You look confused.
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Isn't that the Souls-like game?
Oh, is it? Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. What is Skyrim called? Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
They're so similar.
No, one's rings.
They're both circular in nature. Yeah, Elder Scrolls might be. It's been so long I don't even remember what the game's called anymore.
I was like, I have Elden Rings. You can play it.
I was like, I don't want to call it Skyrim 2 because then people will get mad at me because that's not what it's called.
You're not going to see that for so long.
But we saw that teaser image of like a lake.
And if you count the peaks and then multiply them by a particular number, it says 2025. A movie that's supposed to come out next year, hopefully, is Godzilla x King Kong New Empire.
Yeah.
New trailer dropped.
We got Pink Zilla now.
What is happening to you?
I'm just because I was excited about both of them.
Okay. Yeah, Godzilla is now... This doesn't look like our Godzilla.
It's hard to tell. Like, you, hyperfixate. Like, you were talking about, like, this one doesn't have the right webbing between his claws. And I'm like, I don't know.
He also had different spikes.
I think he looks the same, but I don't know the differences enough, apparently.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
Okay. You saw that he was in, like, a ice crystal thing?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not what he does. The only Godzilla I can think that does that is Space Godzilla. Which I've kind of joked about Space Godzilla off the podcast about what if they did that as a joke. I don't want to do it. Don't.
Well, we didn't actually think they would ever do Mechagodzilla, and then they did.
They did. Now Godzilla turning pink. Did he get juiced up?
He's got several different colors. He's been purple before with Shin Godzilla, which is the scary Godzilla.
That one is pretty scary looking.
That's the one that has like the unhinged jaw and the crazy eyes.
Doesn't look like he's fully developed.
I keep seeing, with this new one, Kong and Zilla running.
Yes.
And I will admit, it is a little silly looking.
So apparently the internet's very upset about it. Kong?
When are they not upset?
Kong looks fine running. It's Godzilla. And I can tell you what it is. I can only think of one Godzilla that actually ran.
Which one?
Lizzie.
Oh.
Liz?
She did run. Yeah.
Zilla? Is that her name?
Might be Zilla. The one with Matthew Broderick.
The original American adaptation of it.
But she was also designed with like reptile feet.
Yes.
Like running.
She was more designed as a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like a T-Rex. So it would make more sense for her to be able to run. And I think that was kind of the point. They wanted to bring like some realism. Mm-hmm. Instead of having the dumb stompies.
Yeah.
He's got stompies. Just look at him.
Big old stompy tree trunk elephant feet.
you get a good shot of his stompies in the first Godzilla, the 2014 one.
Uh-huh.
When you're in Honolulu's airport.
When you're still waiting to see him.
You get to see his toes.
Ah.
If you got a foot fetish, man.
That sweet Zilla foot. No, I like it makes sense that he could run. The thing is that makes me think it's kind of goofy is that I think Kong would very quickly surpass him.
On all fours?
Apes are scarily fast. Yeah. Like, have you ever seen, like
Tarzan?
Like one of those, I was gonna say, like, clips from a zoo when a gorilla just, like, loses it and starts freaking out and running around. They are too fast.
Yeah.
So, as much as Zilla could run, Kong should be way ahead.
Also, I was looking at them running, and I was looking behind them, and nothing was happening behind them. They were just running.
See, now we're tinfoil hat time, conspiracy theory time. I'm wondering if, kind of like how in No Way Home, they were editing out the other Spider-Men from certain shots.
Did they?
Well, they tried. I'm wondering if...
My favorite's when Lizard goes spinning from an invisible hit.
I'm wondering if they just, like, are cutting out the thing they're running from. And I'm also wondering maybe if the crystal thing Zilla was in isn't actually Zilla. And it's supposed to be a different monster, and they're just putting Zilla there as a placeholder for this trailer.
Yeah, I didn't feel like this guy, the new...
Titan?
He's a Titan. God, I saw someone talking about what he could be potentially called.
Grublin.
We'll just call him Caesar for now.
Sure. We don't know if it's Caesar.
Okay, well, there's two jokes going on in here.
Okay.
With me calling him Caesar.
I didn't know you were joking.
King Caesar, who is an actual bad guy from Godzilla. Mm-hmm. Really cool. I always wanted to see him adapted. If we do it, do Jet Jaguar versus him because they both have fighting moves.
Yes.
I've talked about this before.
They're both arguably the most humanoid.
Yes. And then Caesar because of Planet of the Apes.
Ah.
Yeah, see? Okay, there's my joke.
Jokes are so much funnier when you have to explain them.
Well, it's because you didn't catch it.
Yes.
And it was kind of annoying me.
How would I get
also,
the Planet of the Apes joke?
The king thing.
Uh-huh.
Caesar.
Yeah.
King.
I get what you're doing now.
King Kong.
I get it.
Now that I've destroyed that joke. If you guys got it, I don't know, tell me. Tell me it wasn't worth how painful that was.
Usually when you reference something, it's something that's, like, currently being talked about.
Well, I'm talking about cool monkeys in movies. God. I brought up Tarzan.
You did.
I guess you could check that off your list.
Stop. Stop. Move on to the next bullet point. We're done.
Oh, today I heard that song.
Which one?
What is Tarzan's little girlfriend?
Oh, Turk.
Isn't Turk the elephant?
No, that's Tantor.
Okay, Turk. That. Don't do it.
YouTube copyright claim. Your song is too close.
I heard the original and I was like, this sucks.
It's called Wrecking the Camp, I believe. Is there
I think there's a different version that
really?
Yeah.
No way.
I could be wrong, but I was listening to it and I was like, it has the same beat, but it's like different.
Maybe it's a cover. That's been a thing people have been doing. Like that one time someone covered the last song in Grease, You're the One That I Want, but they made it really slow, and so it definitely sounded like a creepy, crazed stalker song instead. It was terrible.
Nice. Okay, back to Godzilla. The new one, this new orange, more orangutan-like. He also had a gauntlet, but then I saw Kong had the gauntlet.
Yes.
Kong still has his axe. I saw he had some sort of weapon. And there were only 2 of them, because there's the tinier one.
Yeah.
Or tinfoil hat time. Kong raised that one.
Oh, maybe.
But then I also saw there was like an ancient hidden civilization.
There always is.
And they had a pyramid. Did you see that?
I don't think so. I might have just missed it.
It's to me, I was like, these sound like Journey to the Center of the Earth, but with humans still living there.
Well, we already went into the Hollow Earth with the last one.
Yeah, so we knew it existed.
There could be more to explore, theoretically.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. The fact that it's more orangutan-esque terrifies me, because those are scary.
Yeah. I definitely will watch this one. I've been watching all of them. But yeah.
I hope the human side of the story this time. Isn't it funny that the trailers never show you what the people are up to, and then that's like 80% of the movie. I hope the human side's more fun this time around.
Yeah, you gotta get wacky with it, right? Now that we're doing ancient civilizations.
Yeah, just give me characters to really care about, you know?
Yeah.
Just give me someone who's fun. Something.
No, I totally agree with you on that. And then here's for my final piece. I talked about it because I thought it was the silliest thing that could ever happen for a TV show. Yellowstone coffee.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
It was. And you can still find it. And now you can find 2 other different brands. Taylor Sheridan, pretty sure that's how you say his name, has his own coffee brand.
Oh, double dipping in the coffee world, eh?
Well, the other one, the Yellowstone coffee, is Paramount. That's somebody who makes coffee already got the trademark from Paramount.
Yeah.
So there's like some meeting there, right?
Okay.
Taylor Sheridan decided to have his own, and it's called
Big pause.
what? Busquet?
Impossible. It's impossible to read.
What do you mean? It's right here.
Basque?
Basque Ranch. Bosque.
Yeah.
Ranch.
I think it's-
Craft coffee. Now, he's the creator of Yellowstone. He is currently suing his actor, Cole Hauser, who has his own coffee.
What?
Cole Hauser plays Rip Wheeler.
But why?
Cole Hauser is also related to the Warner Brothers.
Cool.
Literally.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I remember we looked into that.
Called Free Reign.
Why is he suing him for?
So the reason why is their logos.
I guess they're kind of similar. It's
So, Free Reign, FR, and then Boss Ranch, Basque, whatever.
yeah. They're basically similarly like his is the B and the others is the F.
But they're on top of the R.
Yeah.
They also have a weird, like, similar text font to them.
I guess, but not enough for me to say. Like the R's are very clearly different. You know, his is more like smooth. Well, the actor's is more got like points sticking out at points.
Well, I thought that was interesting that
Whose coffee came first?
I think Taylor's.
Well then, why can't we all just get along, guys? That's just because you guys are working together on the same show.
Are they now?
I mean,
There's been so many problems with Sheridan towards,
his own actors?
yes, Kevin Costner.
Wow. He's just
Him and Kevin got into it pretty bad.
Is
To the
because-
point where soon you'll see Kevin Costner's own Western, which will run for like 4.5 hours long.
Is it because Sheridan's a really bad writer and he doesn't actually know what he's doing?
No, I think all this went to his head.
Yes, because he definitely looks like the kind of guy who likes to picture he's a down-home country boy, but really he's a yuppie dude from the city. But he really likes to fantasize himself as simple folk, but really likes being rich.
Reading about him, he said he grew up in Texas on ranches. And then he went off to Hollywood to become an actor, but ended up becoming a writer instead.
So he's a failed actor.
He does act.
Sure, he is in front of a camera and says lines, and I can't help but notice his character is always the one that's like, whoa, it's that character. He's like the best horse wrangler around. He'll show you, young buck, because he's the best ever. He's so amazing.
He's kind of a schmuck ass.
He is.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Another news about Yellowstone that I thought was very interesting. Long ago, when we began this podcast, there was the tragic incident that happened on Rust.
Yes.
All of the charges against Alec Baldwin were dropped. This was during the summer. That allowed them to resume filming.
Yeah.
They lost that location for obvious reasons.
Makes sense.
And Taylor Sheridan was like, you can use the Yellowstone Ranch.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no. It's all looping back together. They finished Rust, by the way.
Oh, did
it will be released.
Man, I really wouldn't. It's like it's screaming at you. Don't do this. You know?
The director I forgot who. One of them, the bullet went through first before he went through the other one, right?
Mm-hmm. I think the cinematographer passed away.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the director also got hit.
Yeah.
He still came back.
Well,
with the blessings of the cinematographer's family.
Did he want to, or was he contractually obligated to?
He co-wrote this movie.
I don't know.
With Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, even if it works out, I don't think people want to see it.
No, I think people are going to be very upset with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever. It's box office trolls.
Box office trolls.
We're going to start with the box office. Major switch-ups here.
Yeah? What's up? Yeah. What happened?
Well, Beyonce released a film called Resistance.
What?
Or Renaissance. Oh, sorry.
I don't blame you. Taking a page out of Taylor Swift's book, I see.
I think it's a film about Beyonce, by Beyonce.
Okay. She has had quite the life.
It's number one. It got 21 million.
That's not surprising.
First week.
The Beehive is very dedicated.
Yes, they are. The second is Hunger Games: The Ballad.
Yeah, which I've heard. I haven't heard much, but what I have heard has been generally positive. So that's cool. Good for them. That's better than I expected.
The third one, our guy Godzuki showed up.
Woo!
Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
Coming in at 11 million.
It doesn't have a distributor listed, but I think it does have a distributor.
Well, it would be Toho.
I guess.
But I don't think Toho really has much of a presence here in America.
Yeah.
Other than they just import their movies to us.
Which is so weird, as we sit here and be like, I want more! Give me more of that one!
Yeah, apparently it's like getting outstanding reviews.
Unsurprising.
Shin Godzilla won the equivalent of Oscar when it came out.
Yeah, and people were like begging for it, and it took them so long to like do a dub or do subtitles, bringing it over somehow legally, you know?
No, it came over.
It took a while, I feel like. I feel like it was hard to find.
It's also been years since Shin Godzilla.
It has. It's been like 2025.
Number 4, Trolls Band Together.
Yeah.
Number 5, Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Wish is dropping.
Quickly. Week number 2, it's already down to number 5?
Yep.
Man.
Napoleon at number 6.
Yeah. Similar story.
7, Animal. I don't know what this is.
Nope.
Number 8, The Shift.
Don't know what that is.
Me either.
Oh. I wonder if these... Because number 10 or number 9 is Silent Night.
Yes.
I'm wondering if these are all like Christian Jesus movies coming out
Well,
for Christmas.
It's listed that the distributor of Silent Night is Lionsgate.
Okay.
I don't know if they did Silent Night all those years ago.
I don't know. It's such a generic name, you know.
Yep.
It's kind of like Dashing Through the Snow. That could be anything.
Yep. And number 10 is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's already got a sequel.
What?
Yeah, they're going to make Thanksgiving too.
Did people like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
It's supposed to be just a fun slasher comedy film.
There's a point in the trailer where someone, you know, it's like little corn cob holders that look like little corn cobs.
Cornucopias?
No, corn cob. Like corn on the cob.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the prong things you stick in the side?
Yeah. There's a part in the trailer where someone stabs someone's ear with one of those.
Duh.
And I didn't want to watch the movie. I was like, I've seen enough.
And then number 11, The Marvels.
Oh yeah, that one came out. Good for them.
So, Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, came out recently and talked about what's going on with Disney's films.
Explain it, Bob. Tell me what's up.
He said a lot of weird things, a lot of interesting things.
He did?
He said they're making sequels to movies they shouldn't be making sequels to. They should be focusing on messages and values.
Yeah.
And then he went on to pretty much just grill Marvels.
You made it, dude.
He said, I don't think he did. I don't think he was in office quite yet.
But he was in office now. He could have come back and changed things, you know.
He said it had to do with, it was a lockdown movie.
Oh yeah, this was weird. This was a weird excuse. He was
and
like,
there was no supervision.
yeah, there wasn't enough babysitters.
Yeah, and then I was looking at how long the production took, because I was like, I don't remember that being during those dark times, right?
Yeah.
It was the summer of 2021 when they began production, and they didn't finish for a whole almost year.
When did Miss Marvel come out? When did that one get filmed?
I don't know.
Yeah, because like I wonder if there was a lot of like reshoots. Just based off of the trailers and premise alone, I feel like this is one that had a nightmare time with its script, like rewrites and then reshoots and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah. I think it's a terrible thing that your CEO comes out and attacks the movie.
Yes.
And
yes.
Disney also said that it's run its course through the box office and they will no longer be reporting the numbers on it. Meaning they're done with it.
I guess so.
But we still have to wait forever for it to be released to us for public.
I think it's dumb that he's trying to use that as like, oh, this is the problem. And it's like, there were a lot of problems. Did you see Secret Invasion? You were definitely the one, like, who had your hands in that pie.
Yeah, and... God, the fucking children.
Sorry if you can hear the neighbor children screaming outside.
Even though it's pitch black out there.
Yeah, no phones, no nothing.
There's no lights.
Just running around screaming with each other. Sorry.
Every year they do this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel's is the biggest box office flop of the MCU.
And anyone could have told them this was going to happen.
Yes.
Why didn't anyone tell them while it was still in production this was going to happen? You know?
I think a lot of it has to do with the scroll.
Yeah. That terrible plotline that's going nowhere.
Yeah, it's so important to the comics, but here, in the MCU, it's so muddied and messed up.
Barely there. Easy to miss.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a lot of, like it was one movie, and then it was, like, the end credit scene of a sequel movie.
Yeah.
And then a TV show. And other than that, it's impossible to see the scroll. So I don't care. It's been much more interesting to talk about Kang, because at least Kang has a presence.
Yep.
Interestingly, when it's a secret invasion and no one's talking about it, neither are we.
Yeah, and I think they've just lost their general audience because there's nothing to actually cling on to. Mm-hmm. What they do in the future, I think that's why they pushed everything back to 2025. Mm-hmm. And that's just the title of this episode now.
It's just 2025.
That's when everything's happening, 2025. The only coolest thing that I've been able to figure out about this movie, The Marvels, was what's going on with Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
What's going on with Kamala Khan.
Yep.
And how she teams up with Kate Bishop at the end.
Yeah.
And that there's some multiverse stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
Which I think would tie into Deadpool and some future projects.
Some like Doctor Strange stuff.
Yeah, Doctor Strange
rumored
3.
on the horizon.
And yeah, Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I don't know. Marvel's there's so many things you could talk about, and we have talked about. That's being the issue with Marvel. So I don't know if there's any easy solution to try to wrap it all up or fix it.
True, I don't think there is either. But it happened. Here it is.
Yep.
Kevin Feige has now tried twice to make Captain Marvel the new face of Marvel, and it's flopped.
I think it's another problem. I think is they keep writing characters who aren't that interesting, and keep giving them plot lines that is not that engaging. And they expect, like, meme power alone to fuel their movies. Like, throw in their quirky little comedy moments, throw in some big over-the-top CG action sequences, even though the CG isn't that good anymore. And that's not selling the movies anymore. I need a character to care about.
Yeah, and we'll get that with Deadpool. Mm-hmm. And I can't believe they pushed back Cap 4, because we would have also got that with Cap.
Waiting around for Cap to finally come back. It's been so long.
I know. They knew it was supposed to happen last year. It's already done filming.
I can't help but wonder how many things are done filming that's just rotting in their terabytes. Not their vaults, their terabytes.
Well, if they were smart, they'd write them off as tax.
No. 2025 is going to be a big old tax write-off.
Yeah. We only watched 2 things this week. We really didn't watch anything exciting or new.
Nah.
I guess Great British Bake Off finished.
Yeah! What an exciting finale. Great season.
They did a whole 180 with that one guy.
Yeah.
The winner, the champion.
I liked how the final 3, and I think this is a first for British Bake Off history, that it's 3 men at the end.
Yep.
And they're all 3 sports guys. Like, one is a gym teacher, one plays cricket, and then the other one plays soccer or something like that.
Yeah.
They're all sports dudes, and they're all baking, and it was cool. I liked all of them.
And there were moments where it was definitely between 2 of them. Mm-hmm. Like, the third one messed up really early on.
You could tell the third one wasn't going to win, but he was still so charming.
And he was still happy to be there.
He still put his heart into it, did his best.
And he still kept going.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. That was the first collection I actually sat down and watched with you.
Now we gotta sit around and wait for next year for the next one.
Oh boy.
Woo!
A whole new cast of characters.
Yeah.
So Netflix came out with another Christmas movie, Family Switch.
I didn't watch this one.
Nope.
I was working.
This movie has been panned by the critics.
Oh, really?
I think the people who watched it also do not like it, and I'm going to tell you, they're wrong. It's not a great movie.
So what's the premise?
The premise is, how do I say it simply?
It's
A family is not getting along during Christmas time, and the planets align. They go to a planetarium in Los Angeles
Okay.
to see the planets align.
Uh-huh.
And there's also a magical character there that they're not aware of, but we are.
Mm.
And when they wake up the next morning, the mom and dad are now the teenage son and daughter, and the son and daughter are in the bodies of the mom and dad.
Yeah, it's like Freaky Friday, but
The whole family.
double. Yeah.
Because the baby and the dog also switched.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Oh. Classic.
It is a comedy. It's got some funny like, haha, kid is in old dad's body now.
That's like the. I
'Cause
watched Freaky Friday.
Well, the son is in high school and he's really intelligent, and smart, and nervous. Mm-hmm. He's really bad at socializing with people.
Okay.
And the dad, who used to be a rock star, decided to become a dad. Mm. And now he teaches high school music.
Okay.
And when he becomes the teenage son, he's like, he straightens out his hair. He wears a leather jacket.
Gets back into it.
There's a scene where they're running after the dog because they realize it's the baby inside the dog.
Okay.
And the mom and the daughter are able to run and catch up, right? Mm-hmm. And the son is behind them, and he's like, "It's so amazing to be in a young body. I feel like Spider-Man." And he actually did this. He did like a one-handed flip on the sidewalk while he was running. He just like ran into it, and then when he landed, he just twirled on his heel and just kept running.
That's cool. That's actually cool. From what I could tell, a big appeal of plots like this is getting actors who can do a good job mimicking the nuances of the personality they're supposed to be now. Mm-hmm. Which, famously with Freaky Friday, it was Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep.
And I felt like Jamie Lee Curtis crushed it. She did a great job. Lindsay Lohan did not. She did a fine job, but it also kind of felt like Lindsay Lohan was just being polite rather than being her mother.
Yeah, the mother-daughter relationship in this movie, the mom is strictly an architectural business person, mm-hmm. and the daughter is trying to make it to National League in soccer.
Okay.
They're like almost polar opposites of each other.
Makes sense.
But then they learn, and the whole thing is they have to learn to deal with being inside each other's bodies while trying to figure out how to switch it back.
So you said this is a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
How Christmassy is it? Or is it kind of like how Twitches takes place on Halloween, but it's not really a Halloween movie?
There's Christmas music.
Okay.
There is Christmas decorations.
Wow.
And it is summer in Los Angeles. So you can see they use stock footage to show you like montages that it's Christmas time in LA.
Cool.
So you do get that, so you don't have to like stare at just a boring wall or something, you know. Uh-huh. They decorated things to look like it's Christmas time.
That's gotta be weird.
They dressed up like it's cold outside.
Mm-hmm. That's gotta suck also. Like, dress up in, like, you get on your sweater. I know it's July, but this movie's gotta hit Netflix by December.
The mom is the girl who plays Elektra, who I still can't remember her last name.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember their, like, relationship name, because everyone had, like, a cutesy relationship name back in the 90s. I can't remember what it was. Nope. I just thought of Jennifer Aniston, and that's wrong.
Bennifer?
Damn, that's just her first name.
Isn't that him with his new wife?
I'm
so confused now. Oh, anyways, Ed Helms plays the dad.
I love Ed Helms. He's great.
He's fun. He plays the awkward teenager.
A classic Ed Helms role.
And then the daughter, the teenage daughter, is from Wednesday. She was her werewolf roommate.
Oh, really? Cool. Good for her. She deserves it. She was actually very good in Wednesday.
She's still good in this one.
Nice. Awesome.
I was like, wow, you can actually act.
Cool.
And she goes from being like that, I'm a teenager and I don't want to be as like my mom, right? So she mimics her in like a robot voice, right? And then like when she becomes the mom, she's strict and stern with everyone.
That's cool. Nice.
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's a classic comedy, like an old 2000s film type comedy.
Even watching, I saw the trailer, and I got that vibe. It's like, this looks like something that would have hit the shelves when I was a kid.
Yeah, it like right away, Ed Helms gets he's wearing a dumb candy cane costume and gets caught in the tree,
Great.
the Christmas tree, and then he's all wrapped up, and then him and the tree go down, and then there's that comic thud,
Yup.
and I was like, oh no.
Wah wah. Slapstick.
Yeah, but that kind of ends right there, and it just becomes like just a family Freaky Friday.
Yeah, because like we watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, as you do on the first day of December, and I'm always befuddled at, and I know it was Chevy Chase's bread and butter, but just how much slapstick is in that movie. Like every opportunity to get hit in the face, Chevy takes it.
Well, that was his thing.
I know, but every time I forget, because the quips, the lines is when you remember. And then you forget about the constant abuse he suffers.
I think of that one archival footage of him on SNL where he's on a ladder
Yeah.
and he falls off the ladder and he falls on his neck and shoulder
Yeah.
and he gets back up, but he has so many problems now as an older man.
You know what's crazy? National Lampoon, everyone watches it. Everyone's seen it a million times, but usually you see the TV version because it's like, oh, National Lampoon's on, we might as well watch it. And so I always forget that there's that much swearing. Like in the beginning, when the business people are walking by and he goes, Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, kiss his ass, kiss your ass, Happy Hanukkah.
I don't really remember the lines of National Lampoon's Christmas.
You didn't watch it a lot growing up?
No, and when I first saw it, I did not like it.
It's the best National Lampoon movie there is.
Oh, well, that one and the first one.
I remember
Though
when
there are some funny moments in the second one.
I remember because I knew it was a series. It just the moment you scrolled once on Hulu or something like years ago, and you saw like the rest of them, and you were just blown away that there were more movies.
Yes.
And this wasn't the first by any means.
Yeah, no, it's the third one.
Yeah.
And then there's Vacation Las Vegas.
Yep.
And then there's a spinoff about Uncle Eddie.
Yeah.
And then there's a reboot that went nowhere with Ed Helms,
Oh.
where Chevy Chase even came back to reprise his role as the dad.
Whoa.
And I was like, that movie did not market itself that way.
It should have. Yes. It should
Because
have.
it's technically the fifth movie in this franchise.
Because doesn't Ed Helms play the son now
Of-
with his own family?
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't we watch it?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, we should see if we can find it.
But, yeah, the funniest part to me is that he doesn't get his Christmas bonus. Mm-hmm. So, crazy Uncle Eddie abducts his boss. And then it's just nonsense from then on out.
There's a lot of good, like, I like when they're going shopping and Eddie's getting, like, 17 bags of dog food. And they don't mention it. They're talking about something else. And you see Chevy Chase grab a packet of light bulbs and put it on top. And they keep walking and they keep talking. And Eddie just picks up another bag of dog food and throws it on top of the light bulbs. And you just hear the softest little crash.
Okay, one show we have not talked about. Monarch.
Yeah.
Legacy of Monsters, which is on Apple Plus and is to tie you over before the new Godzilla King Kong movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I do too.
I can see where people get a lot of anger about it.
There's not a lot of monsters.
Nope. There's not much of a legacy of monsters in it. But the people's story is interesting enough.
Yes, this is what I was talking about before. These stories I find instantly fascinating. Both halves of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the past half better, but that's just because I really like Durs. And I really like seeing him acting in a really, like, serious role.
Yeah.
Don't get to see it very often.
And then he's up against Wyatt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Who his dad plays the older version of him.
Which is smart. I remember that was an early thing we heard about for this one.
And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
There was an interesting moment where Godzilla, or a Godzilla, showed up.
Yeah, this was...
And this is something you were talking about earlier in the podcast. They're on a Pacific island. They have a nuclear warhead there.
Uh-huh.
And this Godzilla pops up out of the water and is pretty much staring at the missile face to face.
Mm-hmm.
You can see his hand is furrowed, his claw, and you can see webbing.
Yeah.
Our Godzilla, the one we've been watching, he doesn't have really webby hands.
So the argument is this our Godzilla? Because it doesn't look exactly the same as you've noticed, but also, I don't think a nuke kills Godzilla.
Yeah, because in the second one, Godzilla was pretty badly hurt, and then they decided to rejuvenate him with a nuclear weapon.
This Godzilla might be coming back and then might die later on.
Maybe.
That could be a thing that happens.
The other big distinctive difference is its spikes. Its spikes are more along the lines or vein of, like, later Toho films.
Maybe this is a girl. Maybe this is his mother.
Maybe. I don't know. It just didn't look exactly like our Godzilla. We saw a giant crab monster,
Yeah.
and then we saw a weird...
Ice creature.
Yeah.
This is the most Lovecraftian any of their monsters have looked. It's got a lot of tentacles, face tentacles.
It reminded me of a creature. I can't remember what it was. It might be a mole.
Oh,
There's a certain mole that has feelers on its snout
Yeah.
when it goes into holes to go look for its food.
I think it's called the star-nosed mole.
It might
Star-nosed
be.
shrew, something like that.
Yeah, but these freeze things now.
Yeah.
It's also massive, so
Yeah, usually, I was gonna say, well, I was gonna say, usually their monsters seem based off of something specific, and then I was like, that's not true.
just kinda make
I thought
sense.
of like 7 of them off the bat, then I'm like, that's not really true. Destroya. Plant-ish.
Destroy's not plantish.
Oh yeah, that was the other one that was a plant.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh no. One of them's a plant, I know that.
And one of them's a giant lobster. So yeah, a Monarch. If you don't have Apple Plus, I don't know how, but I got it for free for 3 months.
Yeah.
So you might be able to still jump in on that deal, watch all of Monarch and whatever else, like Ted Lasso.
Yep.
And then dip.
Watch Severance. Not Severance Season 2, because that hasn't come out yet.
2025. Okay. You want to go over all of the Game of the Year awards since they'll be later this week?
Yeah. Should we?
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah. We're already over an hour in. Should we cover the Game Awards this time?
We said we would.
Let's do it.
Okay. Game of the Year awards. Let's do it.
We could kind of breeze through them and then spend more time going in depth next week once we get the winners announced.
Well, I didn't know this, but the Times Magazine did their Game of the Year awards.
Cool.
And they gave it to Alan Wake.
Well, did they really?
Yes.
It just came out. I bet they only picked Alan Wake because it's the most adulty looking one. It looks like something you could watch on, like, Paramount.
It might also be because of how much work went into it.
Maybe.
They didn't actually... Remedy didn't own Alan Wake. They made it with Microsoft. Like, Microsoft hired them for an exclusive way back in the day.
But here's the thing. Even with how... It's been out for a month now, I believe.
Yeah.
At least. I still haven't seen anything of it.
I think the fans are trying to keep it quiet so you go play it.
Maybe.
Because I was like, maybe I do a playthrough of this one.
I think it's a bit of a detriment, though, because I don't know what I'm looking for.
So to rehash, Game of the Year nominees: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3,
Woo!
Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4,
Yeah!
Mario Brothers Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
I wonder if Wonder's just in there to try to capitalize off of the hype from the movie that came out.
Maybe. Best Game Direction: Alan Wake 2, the dog farted.
Oh, no!
It is horrible.
Oh, no!
Why, dude? Oh,
Stinky baby. Jeez.
God, it's so bad. Okay, best game direction: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It still stinks in here. Super Mario Brothers Wonder and Tears of the Kingdom.
It's the same exact lineup.
I think for
But
direction,
without Resident Evil 4 on there.
they're saying award for outstanding creative vision and innovation of game direction and design. I think it's going to go to Alan Wake.
That one, Mario or Zelda might take that one, honestly.
Well, yeah, maybe Zelda, just because they decided to do Roblox with it. Best narrative,
Oh, is Alan Wake 2 going to be in all of these?
pretty much.
Alan Wake 2,
For
Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy, Jesus, 15? 17? 16? XVI, and then Spider-Man 2. Baldur's Gate is
But
not going to win
clarifies.
that one.
It's Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty.
Oh,
That's not the game,
Might
it's the
be.
DLC.
I'm sorry.
Here, I don't know. Spider-Man can't take it.
I know.
But people love the story to Final Fantasy.
I don't know the stories for most of them. I do know the story for Baldur's Gate 3, and I know it's not going to win.
Best art direction, Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P,
Yep.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom.
I think Hi-Fi Rush deserves it, but I think Mario's going to end up taking it.
I think it would be Lies of P.
I don't know. Lies of P kind of looks like... Right.
It's a Souls game. Well, it's
It looks
in
like
the
a Souls.
vein.
Yeah.
best score in music. Oh my god, it's just the same guys over and over again.
Come
Alan Wake 2,
on,
Baldur's
guys.
Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and Tears of the Kingdom.
Hi-Fi Rush definitely does deserve to this one.
Yes, I know. Well, that's kind of the point of it, right?
Yeah. Everything moves in the rhythm of the music.
Best audio design. Alan Wake 2, Dead Space.
Um,
Interesting. I think that's the only Dead Space nominee is there, which kind of sucks. But
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Marvel, Spider-Man, and then Resident Evil 4. Resi's not gonna get it. Does not deserve it.
I would. I'd say you need to sit down and play that game with headphones on because it's totally different than our shitty TV.
Yeah, you're probably right. Then you gotta hear the merchant going, "Hello, stranger."
Best performance: Ben Starr in Final Fantasy 16. Cameron.
Monahan,
Is that how you say that?
I believe so.
It's crazy how much he looks.
I thought it was a picture of the character for a second.
No, it's just him. For Jedi Survivor. Idris Elba for Phantom Liberty. Melanie Liberd
Believe so.
for Alan Wake 2.
Neil Newborn for Baldur's Gate 3. Woo, yeah!
And Yuri Lowenthal for Spider-Man 2, playing Peter Parker.
I'm biased. I only know Neil Newborn's performance, so I can't judge fairly.
Isn't Neil Resident Evil 8?
Yes, he is Heisenberg, but he's also in Baldur's Gate 3.
Innovation in accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward and adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
I wish it showed us what it is in the games that is innovating accessibility, rather than just telling us the games that are up for nomination.
Diablo 4. Forza Motorsport. Hi-Fi Rush. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6.
Okay. I cannot comment on any of them.
Yeah, I would say maybe Diablo.
I'm tired of the same ones being voted on over and over again.
Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. A Space for the Unbound.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, these are all indie games. Chance of Sonar.
Never heard of it.
Goodbye Volcano High.
I did hear of this one, and I thought
that
about
looks
playing
like
it.
something you would want.
It's the volcano's gonna erupt, so they have to do whatever they want before the volcano erupts, if I remember correctly. Chia, I think is how it's pronounced.
Chia, okay. Terra Nil,
Don't know it.
and Venba.
Nope. I don't know any of these really.
Best ongoing. Awarded to games for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player's experience over time. Apex Legends. Oh, wow. Cyberpunk, which will probably win.
I don't know.
Final Fantasy 16. Fortnite. And Genshin Impact.
I think Genshin Impact will probably end up winning, just because its fan base is huge.
Best community support.
Baldur's Gate. Cyberpunk, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky? It came out like 3 years ago. If not more.
Best community support.
Oh, okay.
Best independent game. Cocoon, Dave the Driver, Dredge.
Diver. Dave the Diver.
Oh, but he's driving underwater.
Sure.
Sea of Stars and Viewfinder. I have no comment.
Yeah, I don't know any of these ones.
Best debut of indie game. Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. Didn't play. I don't play indie games.
So the only options is the same AAA games a million times, or indie games you've never... Never mind, best mobile game, Final Fantasy, Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty, Island Adventure, yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Okay.
Konami Star Rail, nope. Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil.
I'm gonna say Monster Hunter Now.
That one is very good.
I've been playing it since day one, and I'm still playing it.
Yes. If I could play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I would, but you have to pay.
If you're playing Monster Hunter Now, there's a big update coming later this week with new monsters and new weapons.
It's nice to know that they got the nomination, though.
It is. Best VR AR, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village VR mode, and Synapse.
I bet Village is gonna get it.
It's gonna be Village.
Yeah. They smartly used a picture of Lady Dimitrescu.
Yes.
Which is the only thing people wanted to see.
Best action game, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
That one was really big for a while there.
It looks kind of fun.
I'm not into mechs much, unless it's a Zoid.
God, not again. Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2.
A lot of twos.
Best action adventure game, straight up just Resident Evil 4. They didn't nominate anyone else.
Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man, Resi 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Resi does deserve this one. I don't think Alan Wake's adventure. I think
it's a mystery, I thought. Best RPG, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. Wow, so Starfield got something.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate, definitely.
Yeah, isn't that the whole point of that game?
Yes.
Best fighting, God of Rock.
Never heard of it.
Me either. Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2.
That one just came out. How is that one nominated? It came out like 2 weeks ago.
Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6. It's
Okay.
gonna be between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
Yeah, like usual.
Best family.
Disney Illusion Island. Okay. Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Wow, you struggled to find 5 whole games to put on the list, huh?
I think it's Pikmin.
It might be.
This is their biggest one.
Yeah. And I think it was better than Mario. Obviously, it was better than Sonic. Sorry, Sonic.
Best Sims strategy. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. City Skylines 2. Company of Heroes 3. Fire Emblem Engage in Pikmin 4.
I forgot Fire Emblem came out. I had no interest in playing it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Fire Emblem. It's probably going to be Company of Heroes, to be honest.
The one game no one's heard of. Even I've heard of City Skylines, at least.
Yeah, no, it's because Company of Heroes, this is only the third one. It takes them a long time to make them because they want to faithfully adapt them. Because you get to replay the campaigns of actual fights.
So it's not like we're gonna see another one in 2025.
No. Maybe they'll get their first piece of DLC.
Ooh. Sports/racing, EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and The Crew Motorfest. I think Hot Wheels could win it
I did not like that one.
because Hot Wheels fans are dedicated.
I did not like that one.
Yeah?
No, that was not a good racing game.
Damn. I haven't played any of them.
Best multiplayer: Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
I think Party Animals might win it. Baldur's Gate 3, no one's playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Is Party
with
Animals
people.
just Fall Guys?
Kinda.
Yeah, okay. Best adaptation. Oh, my heart's torn on this one. Okay. Castlevania Nocturne,
Hell yeah.
Gran Turismo,
Huh.
The Last of Us,
Hell yeah.
the Super Mario Brothers movie,
Nice.
and Twisted Metal.
All pretty good stuff.
I will tell you this. We watched 4 of 5 of these.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, but Gran Turismo did not look good.
Sorry. I don't care about cars.
Twisted Metal was a fun day.
It was.
It was a 10-hour day.
It was too long. It did not need to be 10 episodes.
It was funny and creepy and weird. But that is Twisted Metal.
Yes. And everyone did a good job. Every performance was great.
Sweet Tooth was probably my favorite. Just because you got an actual wrestler because he has the body of Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, but he's voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
He's voiced by Will Arnett,
Oh, damn it.
who's a producer
I get-
of the... Because he was a fan.
I get them mixed up.
Also, Anthony Mackie, who's the main character, he used to play the game as a kid.
Cool.
And so when they asked him, he was like, yeah, I would love to. Super Mario Brothers movie has a real big chance of actually winning this.
Castlevania Nocturne was beautiful.
Castlevania Nocturne is better than the original.
But
And-
Last of Us should win it.
It really should be The Last of Us. It's just...
No.
You know what? It really should be The Last of Us, because they actually faithfully adapted the entire first game in one season.
No bad choices, though. I'd be happy with any of them, honestly.
Really
Except
bad?
for Gran Turismo. I don't think it's going to win.
How come that Resident Evil Netflix didn't get nominated?
Ooh.
Most anticipated game, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is part 2.
Yep.
Hades 2.
Okay, sure.
Hades was, I think, won Game of the Year last year.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Don't know it.
Star Wars Outlaws. Fuck, this one looks so good.
It does look good. But Tekken 8, though.
For me, it's Star Wars. But Final Fantasy VII is pretty high up there.
Again, other than Like a Dragon, which I don't know what that is. All these, good choices.
Content Creator of the Year, Iron Mouse. People make games. Quackity, Spreen.
I don't know. Cypherpick? The only one I know is Iron Mouse, and she's definitely going to win it because her audience is huge. She's the most subscribed to female person on Twitch.
Wow.
Like, she's going to win, obviously.
Best esports game, Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant.
All these games that are like 10 years old.
Yeah, these are really old games.
I don't know. League, I guess. Whatever.
Best esports athlete,
Oh.
Lee Faker Sang Young.
Hyuk? I'm just going to call
Matthew.
it Zaiwu.
Yeah, Zayu.
Duh. Oh, it's their, like, gamer tags.
Yeah, so Faker, Zayu, Demon One, Hydra, Ruler, and Imperial.
I don't know any of them.
I don't watch them either.
Nah, sorry.
Best esports team, Evil Geniuses, Fnatic,
Gaimin Gladiators.
JD Gaming,
Team Vitality. Wow.
I wonder what the J stands for. I don't know. They just all look like they're from the same place.
Best esports coach. Potter, Zonic, Gunba, Jesus, XTQZZZ, and
Homie.
Homie, I believe.
I'm pretty sure this guy, XTQZZZ, which we're saying wrong, Remy is his first name. I'm pretty sure he asked them to take him out of it because he was like, I didn't coach last year.
Damn. Best esports events. Do we care?
And that was it. That's the end of it right there.
Wow. 3 stinkers to end off the list, huh?
Yeah. Especially that dog fart.
All right. That was coffee break. It was a surprisingly Godzilla heavy.
If Alan Wake 2 is really that good, I'm going to be upset. Because I really think Resident Evil deserves it because... Well, here's the funny thing. Even Alan Wake 2 is based on Resident Evil 2, which should have fucking won.
I guess we'll see.
It should have won. We need to go back and give it back its award.
But Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom's not going to win.
Breathing too hard.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll find out the results in 2025.
Bye.
Bye.